Hello, I'm Rosie, and these are my top tips for staying on top of your business finances. So, tip number one is to have a system in place. Now, it doesn't really matter what this system looks like as long as there is one. It can be an Excel spreadsheet, you could use a system like Xero or QuickBooks. Make sure that you have something that works for you. Kitten. So tip number two is to take pictures of your receipts as soon as you leave the shop. I do this because I spend cash. So if I go into town and I buy some stationery that's for the business and I pay with a £10 note, if I don't deal with that straight away, that receipt will get screwed up, shoved in a pocket, chucked in a bin, and chances are it won't make its way into my account and I won't get the tax relief. So I stand outside the shop, I take a photograph of the receipt with my phone and I send that straight into my bookkeeping system. There and then, done. I'm not going to forget about it. So that's tip number two. Tip number three is to set aside time each month to go through your bookkeeping and to get things up to date. Invoice customers, make sure that you're checking who owes you money, check what money you owe, get everything in the system, and that way it's up to date, you know where you're at, you've got an idea of what your tax is likely to be, and everything will be ready to go at the year end. So schedule it into your calendar, set an alarm, do whatever you need to do, but set aside regular time to get things up to date. Monthly works best for me. Where are we? I think we're on tip number 4, and that is to invoice customers as soon as possible. So this is really good for your cash flow. I historically have been quite bad at this, and I've been waiting till the end of the month to invoice all the customers in one go. But for the annual one-off jobs, I will just send the invoice as part of the job while I am dealing with that particular client's work. And this way I don't forget to do it, I get the money in a bit quicker, and it is win-win all round for me. So invoice your customers as soon as possible, build it in to the job if you have a business that requires invoicing. So I think that's 4. I had another one. What's tip number 5? If anyone's got any of their own tips, I'd really love to hear them. So make sure you let me know in the comments what little tips and tricks you have to organise your own finances, your personal or your business finances. Tip number 5 is to put tax deadlines into your calendar. If you are not great at remembering deadlines or getting things done by the deadline, it's probably costing you money in fines, and we do not want to be giving any more money to the tax man than we need to. So put reminders in your calendar throughout the year, not just on deadline day. Maybe 2 months before it's due, maybe again a month before it's due, so that you sit down and you actually get it done before the deadline, because there's nothing worse than being up till 11:30 at night trying to submit your tax return on deadline day. So those are my 5 tips for helping you to stay on top of your business finances. I hope that helped, and I'd love to hear some of your own tips and tricks down below. I'm Rosie, I run RDM Accountancy Services in Hastings, UK, and please contact me if you need any advice. Bye! Say bye, kitten.